sleep well, oh dear of mine, 'cause I'll be gone by morning shine. I'm off to see what I can find. I've seen broken men in uniform, tattered patches in a violent storm. We all need something to keep us warm. And fire lies up in the sky. I'll get there even if I have to fly. It may take long, this trip of mine, but I'll get there even though I might just die. Some speak of heaven raining down, havoc washing through every town. They give these people a golden crown. Some tell me I'm not truly free, that they have seen what I can't see. It's funny how this world can be. And fire lies up in the sky. I'll get there even if I have to fly. It may take long, this trip of mine, but I'll get there
welcome. It is John from Until Further Notice. I'm the guitarist of the band. We're out of California, if you haven't heard of us. And today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play 3-Day High. I want to say hi to Ren in the chat. Thanks for showing up bright and early right now. And I want to note, hi John from Until Further Notice. I want to note my comment in the chat when you ask me to beatbox is pronounced. All right, those close notes are, what is that, 16th note triplets? No, maybe 8th note triplets. So, for reference. All right, now, today we've got a very fun, a very special song. It is called 3-Day High. This is the closer to our album, This Is Temporary. Maybe you've heard of it. It was released last summer, 2021. This is the only song in the album that there was no drummer we pulled from the outside in. This was actually done by, at the time, I don't think we had a drummer when we started. I don't think so. It was written by Jack and I. So the bassist and the guitarist wrote the drums. Imagine that. Anyways, this has one of my favorite just chord progressions. It's really simple, but especially the intro really fleshes out the chords. So I also want you to know that, yes, that direction. That chord chart is really, it's that simple. Those are the only two complex chords in the piece, and even then, that second chord isn't really complex. It's just an extended power chord. The rest of the song is all power chords, single notes, or octaves. So I will teach you guys those as we go. Let me go ahead and get the camera a little more around my hands. First off, there we go. There we go. That'll be good. Now, there's really two settings for your tone for the guitar that I must note. The first one is make sure you have a reverb setting and clean reverb. And then you have a distorted non-reverb setting. So you open the song with that reverb setting, switch it off, turn the distortion on, and then it's that tone for the rest of the song. Really simple, just one pedal switch. Or sorry, two pedal switches. But one point where they switch. Let's go ahead and listen to the song first and just get an idea of what we're working with. This song also has an odd measure count, which we will get to when we get there. So let's go ahead and hear 3-Day High. Play. Oh, come on. Don't be shy. There we go.
Still pours, yeah, the war still has me on all fours. You gave me a word, but I don't see a promise. You drew guidelines, but you're just a preacher. You saw my flag in the purest white, but you couldn't resist the fight. Got your 3-day high, dry your tears, don't cry. Got your 3-day high, dry your tears, don't cry. Do what it takes, do what it takes. Do what it takes, do what it takes. Do what it takes to get your 3-day high. Tell me, is this my fault or is it yours?
Hey, stop. Don't repeat. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so that was 3-Day High. And another fun fact for those of you that watched the last stream, if you remember, last stream we did This Is Temporary, and that required a 7-string guitar, required a little down tuning string. This song is all done on the 6-string standard tuning. So every guitarist plays electric guitar and has the chops should be able to do it. So there's no limiting factors other than your fingies. All right, so let's go ahead and literally those 2 chords on the chord chart are immediate in the song. You've got the bass guitar, pluck an E, then B. Oh shoot, B, B flat, F sharp, E, loops it one more time, and then we come in. So you start with that E9 chord. Notice open E, and then 11th fret A and G, 13th fret D, 12th fret B. So it's this 4-note chord that kind of just looks a little crazy. One way to think about it is you've got these 2 on A and G, and they're just in relation to the others. It's like a power chord from A to D, and then it's like a power chord where the higher note is down 1. So you've got these 2 shapes. So, yeah, I usually do in order of the strings: 1st finger, 4th finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger. Now, the strumming pattern for this song, at least for this first part, is E, A, D, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Really, you're doing E and then A, and then the next string up. So E, A, D, A, E, A, D, E, A, G, E, A, B, E, A, G, E, A, D. So you just keep hitting E and A, and then the high note always changes. D, G, B, G. It is hard to do as well on stage. There's a lot of accuracy. I like to root my fingers down here, or at least my pinky and my ring. And I do it all in downstrokes, just so that it's all consistent. I know where my fingers are at all times, so. Oh, come on. Sometimes you just gotta look at your hands. And if something messes up and you accidentally hit the same string twice, just carry on. Now, when we go to that B power chord, you hit the 7, 9, 9, and 8 on E through G. Again, it's a power chord with the octave and then the 3rd. So your middle finger's in the middle on that 8. All right. And then when you get to this chord, the B power chord, you don't even hit the D string. You kind of skip over that. So you go E, A, G, E, A, G. And usually I'll hit the D at the very end. So E, A, G, E, A, G, E, A, E, A, G, E, A, G. Skip the A, E, D. And then I hit the next chord. The next chord I didn't notate, even though it's a big chord, just because the only thing that it is different from this next chord and the previous chord is you shift the root note, that's 7 on E, down to 6. And you strum the whole chord once. So, E, A, G, E, A, G, E, D, strum, where that root note is down to the 6. So you've got this kind of like shape staying up at the top, and then you just move your root note. It makes you feel really stretched. Your hand is stressed, but it's only for one strum. And then you hop down to the same shape, the B power chord, on the 2nd fret. So it's just that major power chord. 2, 4, 4, 3. And that's, yeah, again, that's just one more strum. So really, the whole intro part is... when I'm doing that B power chord, and then I lower the root note, and I hit that D in the middle, that's different. So E, A, G, E, A, G, E, D. Right when I get to this B power chord, I stop doing all downstrokes. I do down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. So I throw in the upstroke when the string that I'm hitting on the high is not really changing. So it's a little bit more, you get more power out of the upstroke. Because you'll notice, I'm kind of hitting them all the same volume. You get just a different sound. You get a little more highs when you snap the string upwards. It gets a more picky sound. And make sure when you do those strums, by the way, you're not just hitting them really blankly all at the same time. To give it character, allow that strum to kind of just slide over them so you hear each one slightly after the others. You kind of want to you don't want to be able to like quantize each note that's being hit, but just let them space out the slightest bit. So that progression happens twice. It's E9, B with the root note lowered, and then that F sharp. So the same shape as B, but just down to the second fret. So E9, B, A sharp, E9, B, A sharp, F sharp, and then play it one more time. E9, B, A sharp, F sharp. And then you go into the intro verse, as I think of it. This is technically verse 1, but it's different. It's not the same. So you've got two verses in the song. The first one is part of the intro, so it's got this clean sound to it with reverb. The second one is basically more intense. Basically, we took the chorus and the verse, gave it more sass, and turned on distortion. So it's a little bit different, but it's the same structure. So song structure, Wong structure, you know. Now, one thing to note before we move to the verse, actually, is that the chorus, whenever you get to it, when you're playing this E9, B, A sharp, and then F sharp, whenever you're playing that progression in particular, the song structure is technically in an odd measure. If you really wanted to count it arbitrarily, you could do it as 4 measures of 15/4, or in this case, 2 measures of 15/4. But the way we count it on stage is we count it in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, that's what makes that chord fun, is because you're arpeggiating every third note, and you repeat every third note. So it gets this kind of like polyrhythm with the beat itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So the way you'd count it in 15/4 is kind of dumb. Like, we don't count it like this, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, shoot. I said 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All we're doing on stage to consistently count it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. In fact, we're not even counting 1, 2, 3 as in 3/4 notes. The way we think about it is 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 8, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's all you need to do to count it. Is it's the same rhythm. Don't feel like it's just arbitrarily quicker. It's 1, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. So it's literally just twice as fast as the quarter note. We're hitting on every eighth note. 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So it's just 3/8 notes, 3/8 notes. That'll help you kind of quantize it. Make sure that you're doing it over that metronome. It's very important, especially when you're playing an odd time, to keep the beat steady. All right? Because you guys are going to get so off base if you're doing odd time and your timing isn't locked in to a metronome or a groove or something. You don't have to have perfect timing, but you have to all be on the same page of exactly how long the notes should be. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that will come in later. It'll be a little easier to count when the chorus hits, because right there we're just doing one strum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When the chorus comes in and we get that gainy guitar, I personally play 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, stop, 1, 2, stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It makes it way easier to count. But for the intro, it has to be rung out. Because if you try to do with the reverb and everything, it just provides too much chaos. This part is supposed to be kind of calm and like surrender. Kind of like you're just giving up and it's just like the piece of the battle ending. That's how I get it. That's what I get from it, because the last line of this calm part is, "You saw my flag in the purest white, but you couldn't resist the fight." So it's kind of the want for peace. And then the song kicks in, and then it's all, energetic. But E9, B power chord, lower the root note to A sharp, then F sharp. Do that twice, and now we're in the verse. The way the verse goes for both verses is it does a G sharp power chord. I will usually do the octave as well. So it's 4, 6, and 6 on E, A, and D respectively. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold it for a measure. So 1, 2, 3, slide up to 7. So that's B. We're back to the B power chord. You just don't add the middle note. 2, 3, 4. So the verse progression is going to be G sharp, B, E. And you hold E for twice as long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do E not open for the second time, but you can do it up top. If you're doing the rhythm part, hit E on the 12th fret second time around. Now, here's the thing. The lead guitar is having a lot of fun at this part, because the lead guitar is holding that low E the whole time during the E part, but is hitting octaves on the A and G string. So it's actually hitting 3 notes. But because it's a lead part, it kind of sounds like it's just doing the octave. No, it's adding a little bit of extra background. That was the gainy verse part. That was verse 2's progression. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll always go back to that G sharp to B during this verse. So you can actually hear that this whole verse part is just in 4/4. There's no odd measure. It's only the choruses that have that odd measure. But you can hear that it's going every 3/8 notes, just like our strumming pattern from the first chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's very fun. It's a very fun rhythm to weave in over a 4/4 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The octaves that you're going to be doing, again, an octave is just a power chord that you move the high note up one string on. So there's a string of space between them. So A and G, for instance, and then they're 2 frets apart. I guess 1 fret space in the middle. And then try to mute the string in between by laying your finger on the lower string over it. Just kind of like deaden it. Just let the pad of it rest atop the string, so it stays silent. So, G sharp, B. Octaves are 11, 9, 11, 14, 13, 14, 13. So for the first little octave part, after your chords, you go 11, 9, 11, 14, 13, 14, 13. And make sure you're hitting that low E string, just the low E string, in between each one. And especially on that little 13, 14, 13, you can hit the E string as a chord with it. Yeah, so it's like octave E, E, octave E, E, octave E, E, octave E, E, all. I actually only hit, I do basically a slide up. So I do not strum the second hit of that little 13, 14, 13. And then when it comes back down to 13, I hit it again. So, we've got your next octave part is going to be 7. And this is, again, the octave parts are all on A and G. And there's the same rhythm, as you can see, every 3/8 notes. 7, 6, 4, 2, 6, 7, 6, 4. And then you kind of have to do a quick switch back to the G sharp power chord. And for that 6, 7, 6, 4, I'm only hitting this, the 6 whenever it goes to 6. So it's a slide up to 7 from 6, and then slide down to 4. It just makes it easier on the right hand, so it doesn't have to strum everywhere, and it doesn't fill the reverb up with all this picking. Hey, Perond, welcome in. Glad you're just stopping by. It's good to see you. We're doing the peaceful song. I will at least play the intro for you so that you can have peaceful sleep. Goes up high. I love that bend. All right. Well, I hope you have a good night, Perond. Thank you so much for joining, even just to say hello. It's good seeing you. All right. I cannot sing along to this song. It's in an odd time. Gotcha. I actually don't know how Ray counts and keeps track of the lyrics over it, because I think their lyrics shift every phrase, which is weird and awesome. Why I love Ray as a singer. Just freaking so good at plotting it out over our stuff and finding just the perfect melody to fit with it. All right, so as you'll notice, one thing that's important for the verse parts is that every time you do a G sharp B progression and then you go to some octaves, you always start on a specific You always start on a specific octave. So really, if you want to think of a somewhat of a chord progression, you can think G sharp to B, and then the first and third octave rotations are always on the 11th fret of A. So that would be G sharp. They always start on G sharp. The second and fourth rotations always start on E. So that's the 7th fret of A. Seven, 6, 4, 2, 6, 7, 6, 6, 7, 6, 4. G sharp, B. And then the next one is 11, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 18, I think. Now, when you go 18, 19, 18, slide down. That'll make your life way easier. You're not doing an 18, 19, 18, 16, because then you have to whop all the way down here to get back to the next chord. Just do 18, 19, 18, slide down, let the reverb carry you into that final chord. So, G sharp. Let's go over the verse so far. G sharp, B, 11, 9, 11, 14, 13, 14, 13. G sharp, B, 7, 6, 4, 2, 6, 7, 6, 4. G sharp, B, and then this is the ascent. 11, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 18, slide. G sharp, and then the fourth rotation of this first verse goes G sharp, F sharp, so 2nd fret, and then you hit the open E string with the 9th fret of the A, and you're sliding up to the 11th fret of, you're bending up to the 11th fret of the A. So it's a whole note bend. And you do it very slowly. Because the whole character of that is the dissonance of you waiting to get to that nice harmony. But what's fun is that the string starts really dropping off in volume, especially if you have passive pickups. So it's already quiet by the time you get to that harmony. A little quiet. Fun fact, by the way, that bend used to be on the 6th fret of A. And Momager stepped in and said that there was something about it that just didn't fit. Now I will give it this. The original riff, it's more clear when you're in tune because you're hitting an octave. Octave is the most like consonant note relationship you can have unless they're the same exact note. So you've got a really dissonant interval bending into an extremely consonant one. So there's a sense of like, we're here. But Momager said something, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she made a very good point, which was that this fills up the harmonic register more. You're bending from a second, which is still a pretty dissonant interval, into a third, which is just a beautiful interval, especially with all this reverb and all of the echoing going on. So it made it just so pretty. So I'm very glad that Momager stepped in. So there's a writing credit for you that I guess isn't official, but I don't even think I don't remember if she recommended like specifically that note, but she definitely was like, there's something about this that isn't. And so she's a musician in her own right. She's a really good pianist and really amazing vocalist. So you've got that really nice bend from 9 up to 11. Momager moment. Yes. All right. So that should be the entire intro. So E9, B power chord, lower the root note, F sharp, repeat. First, G sharp, B, 11, G sharp, B, 7. That one's like a walk down with a little back and forth at the end. 11, and just walk up. 18, 19, 18, slide down. B, or sorry, G sharp, F sharp, and then bend. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 2 measures of rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one more thing to note is this is a perfect time while you're doing that bend, as soon as you hit it, to kick off your reverb. So you've got G sharp, F sharp, bend. That dry guitar, there's something about turning reverb off and just then hearing a dry guitar that is so satisfying to me. Because what you're really doing is you're removing all of the other notes that are normally the reverb helps ring out. You're eliminating all of them, so it makes it sound more in tune. Yes, that is actually a technical term, dry. That is actually a good point to bring that up. Literally, and this is with any effect, is that if you have a knob that kind of fades the effect in and then fades it back out, one of the official names for that can be a wet dry knob. So if a tone is really wet on the reverb, that means it's super, super reverby. This isn't even super wet. This is only 36% wet. So you know. Here's what 100% sounds like. It literally is putting it all the way in the cathedral. Like you don't even have a mic close to it. It's just all the way in the back, and you're just hearing the pinging around. This is an ocean. And it's to the point where it's only catching the rebounds off of the walls that it's simulating, like it's catching the reverb of it, the echoes. It's catching them so late. So you hear the note like a split second after I hit it. Crazy. Anyways, we're back to regular wetness, which is really all it is, what is that? 64% dry. It's a very nice sound. You don't need a lot of, because if you go too overboard with reverb, again, you start to lose the ability to keep time because it's going to ping at you a little after. So unless you want it to be super ambient, like you're not even to a metronome, I recommend some amount of dryness so that you can still hear your attacks. Anyways, so we've pretty much gone over the chorus and the verse because we have that, we click our reverb off, it's totally dry. Bend up to 11. And then the drums go kick, snare, kick. And then we're into the chorus. Turn on your distortion. One thing to note, I have been playing this entire intro with my pickup switch right here in the middle position, which means that half of this pickup is listening and half of this pickup is listening. So it's kind of like you get the low tones from this pickup and still the definition and the high tones from this. When you flick it, I flick it to the bridge, so only this pickup is listening. So you get a lot more high tones, you get a lot more definition, and it makes it great for distorted tones. Because if you have it with the low tone, especially for like punk rock, if you have all this low tone, you're not going to get all the little like pickies. that you would normally get. It makes it a little too wah. It doesn't get you like a nice soaring range that you cover. Anyways, chorus. As soon as you click on your distortion, this is, I guess, chorus 2, where the lyrics actually come in. Sounds like Foo Fighters. I know, right? All right, so the chord progression is the exact same as the original chorus. E9, B with a lowered root, half step lowered, and then F sharp. Now, the only difference is that E9 only contains the top 3 notes. Mute everything else. Don't play the G, B, or E strings. You're just playing open E, 11th fret on A, 13th fret on D. That just makes it, I believe, an E7 chord, E7 omit 5 chord. And for this, again, you're not doing arpeggiated strumming. It's got a very particular rhythm. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. So you hit on the downbeats, 1, 2, and then you hit on the offbeat of, you hit on the and of 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 4. So as soon as you hit that 3 and on the and of 3, then it becomes that rhythm we've been playing, the every 3/8 notes. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, and 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. Why am I having trouble with this? 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. So you're gonna hit basically you're gonna switch between the and of the note that you're on and then the downbeat of another note. So it's gonna go 3 and 4 and 5 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. So 3 and 5, 6 and 8. So you can basically just add 1.5 to the beat that you're on. So, but again, really this is just something you feel. So you'll kind of feel it. It's as a polyrhythm against the metronome. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, those last 2 notes, that lowered root note on the B chord and the F sharp, are just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you've got this kind of shortened E9, B power chord, lowered root, F sharp. And then you go right back up to that E9. And again, the chorus is that odd measure. So that's why we're doing the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now, for the chorus, the main kind of deal with the chorus, because you're going to hear it right here in the song and then one more time later. The whole deal with it is that you've got this chord progression that you're doing, and then the second, third, and fourth times you have little lead riffs just before you switch to that B power chord. So the second time around, you get the first lead riff. And these are all pretty much in minor pentatonic. It's a very fun. I'm trying to make sure I have. Perfect. Anyways, it's very fun. I'm sorry. I'm gushing about this song. Pentatonic, not pentatonics. My friend. I know you know. All right. Now, also one thing to note, this song is in the key of B major. So the minor pentatonic that you're working with is actually G sharp minor. It's not an E, even though the titular chord is in E. So, I know, right? Called pentatonic. Would you like to join? No. It's a single pentatonic. Which one? Is it this one? I think it is. Okay. So anyways, the little lead part that you've got goes. So you start on that E9. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. And so the lead riff starts on the and of 3 on the second measure. So it goes G string, 8th fret, up to 11th fret of G, back to 8th fret, D string 11th fret, D string 9th fret. So 8, 11, 8 on G, 11, 9 on D. And I really will go, I pick one and I do a hammer on and pull off for the G string. And then I think I usually pick the 11, 9 on D. And I usually do it with my first finger and my third finger. So index and ring. 4, 1, 2, 3. And then you have to go straight back to that B power chord. And you can hit the root note and then the full chord. That's one way to kind of, you don't have to cheat and try to get like make your life hell and try to get the whole chord there. It's actually, the way I record it is you hit the root note and then you let the next beat that you hit contain the rest of the chord. All right. The third time around, so the second lead riff that we have, is very fun. It's a slide up from, you already got that E9 chord, so your ring finger should be on the 13th fret of the D string. And so you do a little quick slide. This isn't like, it's kind of all one note. It's 13 to, what is that, 16? And then you immediately hit the 15 on G and bend it up to 16 on G, and then back down. So I'll usually use my ring finger, slide up to 16 with that, and now my middle finger is in the perfect position to hit the 15 on G. And then you go back down to that B power chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So then finally, we're on probably the hardest little lead riff here for the chorus, the fourth time around. It's actually the exact same as the second time around, but it starts earlier and contains this little 13 to 11 on G. Because you've got 13, 11 on G, and then 8, 11, 8, 11, 9 on G and then D, respectively. G, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So it's I think it's on 3 or maybe on the and or of 2. So all right. So in summary, the first lead riff is 8, 11, 8 on G and then 11, 9 on D. The second lead riff, you should already have your finger ready for it on the 13th fret of the D string. Slide up to 16 really quickly, and then do a half step, one note, one fret, half step bend on G on the 15th fret, and then back down. And then the fourth time around, you started a little early, and you do that same 8, 11, 8, 11, 9 on G and D, but you add 13 and 11. and then you slide down to that 8, and then continue it from there. So you kind of just add that little part at the front. You can, if you're more comfortable with it, do 11-9, or sorry, 13-9, and then go down to D and do it more as a picked thing. But the way I do it in the song is mostly sliding and hammer-ons. So, the chorus should go. You know what? I'll count it off so you can play it with me. And I'm actually going to play it slow. And during those, I will count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Long one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Verse. Then you're in the second verse. So, we've got that intro with all the clean parts where you do the arpeggiated chord. I'm doing it with distortion because I don't want to turn off my setting right now. That's too much to turn and then boop with my foot. So you've got the clean chorus and then the clean verse with those nice octave parts. And then you've got the gainy chorus that you do that little bend into. And then you've got, you kind of just go ahead with the same chorus progression with a slightly different chord and a lot more spunk and energy. So full speed, the chorus should go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. First lead part. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Slide with a bend. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Long lead part. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're on the verse. The way the verse goes is, again, same chord progression and same kind of structure as the first verse. You've got G sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got an octave riff. And you're going to alternate octave riffs starting on the 11th fret and the 7th fret. Again, same as the other one. But these octave riffs go by a little faster. In fact, this whole distorted section is about maybe 5 to 10 BPM faster. So we actually did up the tempo. I think it's something like 130 to 140 or 125 to 135. So that clean part is slightly slower too. That just lets us really give you the full texture of all those notes. And then it feels like it kind of picks up. Because it does. All right. So, G sharp, B. Now, the first octave part, again, on A and G, goes 11, 9, 11. And those are all on eighth notes, so downbeats. 1, 2, 3. So, 1, 2, 11, 9, 11, 14, 14, 13. And then it goes 16, 18, 16. That was a slide up from 16 to 18, by the way. And then you cut that 18 off really quick. And then you hit that 16 again very quickly, kind of choke it off. And then you slide up from 13 to 14. Oh, shoot. 11, 9, 11, 14, 14, 13, 16, 18, 16, 13, 14. You can hear that I'm actually strumming the whole thing, 1 and 2 and 3. I'm keeping that eighth note tempo in my head. And I'm actually, if you had the guitar part soloed, you'd hear me doing that. Because that continuous strumming is you hitting the root note, the E, that low E. We're ringing it out the whole time. And then the notes in between, you're palm muting. that is the only, this is like one of the only ones where you really have to throw your hand back down to that G sharp. Because you're going 13 to 14 and then immediately to the 4th fret of the E string. And then the second time around, the only thing I change about the walk up from G sharp to B is 1 G sharp, and then I follow what the bass is doing. I go 4 on E, 6 on E, 4, 6, and then I hit B, and then I go up a whole step to 9. So 4, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 4, 6, 4, 6, 7, 9. So it's just a little texture because the bass is walking that. So. And then you've got your little octave part on the 7th fret of A. So. The next octave part goes 7, 6. This is all in on the. Imagine it in groups of 3/8 notes like we've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're doing this on 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So it goes 7, 6, and the rest. 7, 6, 4, 6, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4. So you kind of do a walk up from 1, and you just go along the scale. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4. So you're kind of doing it in spurts and starts. 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 4, 6, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4. And then I pick all of that, except, as you can see, I don't pick that little slide from 6 back to 7. It's just training, it's just habit, and I don't think it needs it. So, the first riff, remember, is that weird walk up, 7, 6, 4, 6, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4. And then third time around, that walk up is normal. G sharp to B. Easy power chords. And then you go on 11. So that next lead part starts on 11. 9, 7, 6. And you bend the entire octave up to 7 and then back down. It's not going to sound perfect. In fact, it's supposed to sound a little dissonant. Otherwise, you would have just done that. It's a little messy, and it creates that little bit of chaos that you're looking for. So. And then you go 4, 2 on A and G. So. 11, 9, 7, bend. Bend on 6, 4, 2. And then, just like that first verse that we did clean, the fourth time around, you go G sharp power chord, F sharp, so the 2nd fret, and then you do the bend, but you strum the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so the last 2 beats, you hit just scratches, just non-note value stuff. And then you go back to the chorus. So the whole verse, slow, sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chorus. Then you're back at the chorus. So I'm going to play it one more time, full speed. I'm going to try to call out the lead riffs as they come up, but really it's just memorization, which lead parts go where. I've just got the feel down. I know what it sounds like when the first time comes around, the second time, the third time. So I'll just remind you that it's the 11 one or the 7 one. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget the bend. Perfect. All right. And don't mind me. I did mess up the... I did 16 to 17 accidentally. It's supposed to be 16 to 18, not... That's a very harmonic minor thing for me to do. All right, so... And then we're back at the chorus. Exact same thing with the chorus. Even the lead riffs are the same. Now, for the fourth time around on the second chorus, I guess the third chorus if you count the intro one. For the fourth time around, it is a little different. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, Ren, you have a good one. Thank you for hopping in. It's been fun. You do your little crazy long lead riff. 3, 4. And then as soon as you go down to that lowered root note, that A sharp chord, you do a little kind of held note. So think of it in quarter notes. You go 1, 2, and then you go down to that F sharp. So instead of doing 3/8 notes, you do 4/8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is by the way, this is a segue into the solo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 2 beats and then 4 beats of rest. So it's 6 beats total. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that last drum on 4 is the slide up back to the E9 chord, the full chord. So we're hitting it with all the distortion, all of those 5 notes, and then you're in the solo. So what that sounds like in the chorus is I'll play through the whole second distorted chorus at full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4. And then you're in the solo. So it's just a little transition. It kind of eats off the end of the chorus, just so it can transition into it. So, real quick, I'm going to tune my guitar, and then we're going to take a look at the solo, and I'll teach you the solo for 3 Day High. A very fun riff, I will say, but also, this one took me a while to get down. This is one of the first solos that we wrote in This Is Temporary. Misere was the first, and then I want to say this one came next, because the next songs we worked on maybe didn't have a solo. But this song was early. We wrote I Want to Tell You and this one very close to each other. They were kind of very related in our minds. They're both vaguely consonant with E major, even though this song is in B major. The relative, what was it? The fifth of B is E, and it shares all but one note. With those scales share everything but one note. So basically the note that they don't share, I believe, is this F. You do not have an F in E. You skip right over it. And yeah, so they're one note off essentially from each other, because if you play E but use all the notes, you play from E but use all the notes of B major, the only thing you change is the 7th note of the scale is flat. So anyways, woo! Maybe they're not one note apart. I might be wrong about that, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get started on the solo. The solo is rather fun. It is way up. I don't think it dips below the 12th fret the entire time. So this is going to be almost all on the D, G, B, and E strings. So I'm just going to list off the notes. I'm going to assume that through listening to it, you guys can get the whole rhythm and the articulation of all the notes. But essentially, I go on the G string, and I do 16 to 18, just a little hammer on. And then I do 16, 19, 16 on B. So, G string, hammer on, and then 16, 19, 16 on B. And then I kind of rush my hands up, and I mute the string, and I rush my hands up. And then I do, oh God, what is this? 15, 17, 19, 21 to 19. So it's a pull off, 21 to 19. And then you got to shift your first finger over to the 18th fret of the G string. So you have to shift it down one string and down one fret. And then you slide down from 18 to 16. So 16 to 18 on G, 16, 19, 16 on B, and then 21, 19 on B, and then 18, 16 on G. And then you go, that's kind of just the intro little pickup on the solo. You go 19, or 15, 17, yeah, 19 on B, and you bend up to 21. You bend up twice, and you kind of cut the first one off right as you reach the note. And then you let the second bend slide back down. And then you go 16, 19, 16. So you got the bend. 16, 19, 16, 19, 16, 14. And put a little vibrato on that 14. And then from that 14, once you're done with the vibrato, you do a little hammer on. This is a really stretched hammer on, but go 14, 16, 19, 14, 16, 19. And then you go to the 16th fret of E. And so you kind of let those notes get cut off a little bit on the B string. You can see my hand is really, is kind of stretched there. It feels a little uncomfy, but that's just how it has to happen. You hit 14, 16, 19, 14, 16, 19. Those are all hammer-ons, other than the first note. And then you hit kind of the up stroke on 16 on E. And then you hit 14, slide down to 12 on B. So oh, shoot. All right. So at full speed, that first part of the solo is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, one thing to note is this solo doesn't start on a downbeat. 1, 2, because you're building up on the C9 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, and you start it on the and of 1. So that little pickup lasts from the end of 1 through to the next measure. So that bend from 19 to 21 is the downbeat. So that's really when the solo section kind of starts. So E9 build up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, so now, one thing I want to note about vibrato in general, because this solo is where I really learned how not to use vibrato, and sometimes I still sink back into it. Do not be like me. Sometimes when I'm just going for this solo and I try to do vibrato on the 14th fret of B, instead of doing it the right way, where I'm actually like, I've got my finger to the side and I'm shifting the note, I'm bending it towards the E string and then away, and then towards the G string and then away. Whoops. Of course, controlled, and I mute the other strings. Don't be like me, because I used to do it a stupid way, where I would like jostle my finger way faster, but I would do it side to side. I'd do it from like fret to fret. It's very rare. It does get a little like, it gives you this little like pull sound, wavy sound, but the only reason that it's happening is because you're actually bending the string up. Most of my motion was going left, right on the fretboard, which does nothing to bend the note. What you want to do is for vibrato is make sure that it's going up and down, not side to side. This makes it feel a lot more intentional. You can't get vibrato as fast with this, especially if your strings are really higher gauge. So it's just a lot of effort if you do it this fast way for very little payoff. And you also, to really make the most sound come out of it, most vibrato, you have to uproot your entire hand from the fretboard, and that's just not efficient. So I personally prefer, and maybe it's just a personal preference in the end of it, but I prefer having a little more control over my vibrato. So, anyways, the next part of the solo is you're going kind of alternating on the G and B string. 15, 12, 15, so it's a really dissonant interval. And you kind of do a little slide up from 15 on G. So you go 15, 12, 15 on G, B, G. To 16, 14, 16 on those two strings. You're doing a little slide in between each of these. So 15, 12, 15, 16, 14, 16, 18, 16, 18. And then, what is that? 20, 19, 20. Or sorry, 2019. You don't go back to 20. So again, you're hearing those little slides in between. And then you go 19 to 21 on B. And then you do 19 to 18 on E. I usually will do it as a little slide down from my first finger. So again, the solo so far is this little pickup. 1 and 2 and 1 and. Oh, come on. Focus. 1 and 2 and 1 and. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, it's very important for this solo to get every note clear. It's a very rhythmic solo, so you want to make sure you're hitting it perfectly on beat. And you're still getting all the character in it. This next part is 16 on B, put a little vibrato on it, and then you double hit it in 16th notes, and you hammer on to 19, and then back to 16, and you actually hit 16, slide down to 14, and then put more vibrato on 14. And then you go back down to that G and B little back and forth we were doing to 16 and 14. So 16, 14, 16. And then go up to 18, 16, 18. And then, this is the fun part. The way you end the solo is 17 on B, and then you go to 20 on G, and you go back and forth from 20 on G to 21 on G, and then back to 20, and then 21, 20. Because the whole idea behind it is you've got two notes that are the same, 21 and 17. You know, barring a little tuning being off. They're the same note. So you're going back and forth between one note below it, which is super dissonant, and then the super consonants of them being the same note. So it's dissonant consonant, dissonant consonant, dissonant consonant. And then a slide down. And then you've got a little riff to end it. And that little riff, you slide all the way down, you go to the D string, 4th fret, and you do a hammer on to 6, and then back to 4, pull off back to 4. And then you go down to the 6th fret of the A string, and you go 6, 4, 6 on A, and then D, and then A. So. And then you go to the 4 on A and the 7 on E. So 4, 6, 4 on D, 6 on A, 4 on D, 6 on A, 4 on A, 7 on E. And then you're on the outro. So let's go ahead and real quick go over the the solo real quick. So you've got that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now, it is useful to section out solos in your mind, and I don't even just mean by measure. I mean, there's kind of discrete motions that you're doing that kind of clump some notes, or there's motions you're doing that clump discrete notes together. So, for instance, this little pickup intro is, I kind of consider like it's a really sassy, really spunky, like hammer on and pull off riff with some slides going on. So I really think of this solo as it's got this little sassy intro, and then you've got this bending part, and then you do kind of like a, that's all one motion. In my head, that's all one riff. And then you've got this hammer on part with a little high note on E and then slide down. So we've got 3 sections so far. Sassy intro, bend, hammer on. And I really specifically think of it because of the feeling of it being stretched. So it's like the hard hammer on. And then we've got this dissonant chord part, or interval part, where you walk up. So this is another section. So intro. And then you've got this bend part. So intro, sorry. Bend. Hammer on. Dissonant rising chords. And then I kind of consider this like a little subsection where it's just a hammer on and pull off. Or hammer on and slide. It's just a little adornment at the end of this rising section. And then this next part is a little vibrato riff with this double hit. It's a lot of vibrato. So I'll call it the double hit section. And then you've got another half walk up. And then the end of it. So this is, I consider its own section in my head. Where it's the dissonance section. And then this whole pentatonic riff, I consider the low part. So, again, the way I'm literally sectioning it in my head is sassy intro, bend, hammer on, walk up, vibrato, double hit, walk, half walk, dissonant, low part. So let's go ahead and play the solo slow one time through and then fast one time through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry about that little part, the little half walk up. I should have hit that better, but all right, now let's go ahead and play the intro full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're down to the outro. This should be the last section. So, we've already gone through intro chorus, which is all clean. Intro verse, which is all clean. And then, we'll call it chorus 1. Chorus 1, where it's all distorted. Verse 2, that's what I like to call it. Verse 2, chorus 2, with the little bit chopped off as a transition into the solo. Then you got the solo, and then you've got the outro. So, the outro is almost all power chords with little riffs in between. It's going to be the same chord progression, though, all 4 times. So, G sharp, F sharp, B, E, and then while you're on E, you do your little riff, as is the case with the verse. But so, G sharp, F sharp, B, E. So that little first riff is E. And then so you hit the chord twice with that low E power chord. And then you hit the 11th fret of the E string. And it goes single notes at this point. And then you go back down to the low E. So. And then you slide back up. So you literally go power chord, single note, power chord, single note riff. And so you go 11, 12, 11 on E. And then 9, 7 on E. And then you hit that F sharp chord to transition back to the G sharp. And then you do the whole riff again. G sharp. So again, that first one is back and forth. So yeah, 11, 12, 11, 9, 7 is that little riff. And then you hit the F sharp. And then you do the same thing again. G sharp, F sharp, B, and then C sharp. This part is an octave. You go 11, 12 on E and D. So you just kind of, and then you repeat those. E, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11. And then you slide down. Just like that. So instead of going to E the second time around from B, you go to the C sharp and then octaves. So the second time around you go. And then you do the same riff again, G sharp. So that second time around is. And then you're on the third time around. And the third time around goes. So you'll notice it's the same as the first time around. You go back down to that low E power chord instead of going to C sharp. So a little lead riff is, and so you still do that little single note 11th fret and then back down to the E power chord, so you're still sliding around all over. And this little riff is E, open E, 2, 4, 2, open, 11, 9, 7. So you're kind of walking up and then back down. Different parts of the major scale for E. So far we've got the first one. The first lead riff is that little, you're going back and forth between E, power chord, 11 on E, single note, and then E power chord. The riff is that. And then, so that's the all on E with the little hammer on pull off on 11, 12, and then 9, 7, F sharp power chord. Second time is, instead of going to low E, you go to C sharp on the 9th fret of E, and then you do an octave riff from 11 to 12, and then back and forth. And then the third time around is you do the same open E power chord, 11th fret single note, and then you do the open E power chord again, and then do the walk up, 2, 4, 2, open, 11, 9, 7. So, and then you're back to the G sharp. The final time around, you go G sharp, F sharp, B, and then you do minor third shapes. We've got 4th fret of A string, 2nd fret of D string. Hit it twice, and then do a single note or single 8th note rest. So 1, 2, 3, and then slide up to 6 and 4 on A and D. So B, minor thirds, and then you slide all the way up to that E9 chord. And then you just kind of keep building on it slowly, and then bah, you hit the last note, and then the whole band cuts out. So this final outro part, I'm going to go ahead and play it once through, and then we're going to play it slow together. So here's what it sounds like in its entirety, just full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's play it slow together, and I'll call out the little riffs. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. G sharp, F sharp, B, E. Back and forth. F sharp. Same riff. Octave back and forth. Same riff. Open E. Walk up. Minor thirds. All right. There you go. That is the whole friggin' song for 3-Day High. Update, while I was playing that, I did this to my pick. I broke the tip off of it, so I need to find a new pick. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to real quick get a new one, and then we are going to play the song all the way through, just playing along with the track. So, gotta have a new. I'm the guitar boy. Where is it? Oh, gosh. Well, let me go throw this away and get my keychain, because I usually keep a pick on there. All right. Hold on. Back in my chair. I'm actually going to stand up and play this one just because it's more comfy, and that'll get me a nicer angle. So I like standing and playing. All right, so I'm probably not going to be talking anyways while I'm playing. That's a nice angle. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and get this track up and going. And then the bass and drums start it, so you can just kind of chill out for the first part. And the bass plays, I want to say, one phrase of the chorus part before you come in, and then you play two. So.
I read the words, but they don't make sense. I say the lines, but they don't add up. I raise the flag, but the blood still pours. Yeah, the war still has me on all fours. You gave me your word, but I don't see a promise. You do guidelines, but you're just a bridge. You saw my flag in the purest white, but you couldn't resist the fight. Got your three eyes, got your tears so
Woo-wee. There you go. There you have it. There's 3-day high for you. You got the whole guitar part, all the everything. So it's been very fun. We've got about 20 minutes or so left in the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get a video game probably set up so we can play that, even just for like 20 minutes. So I will be right back, and yeah, stick with us, and we'll be streaming until 4.
You remember our venerable house,
Welcome back.
opulent and imperial.
For those of you that saw the last Saturday stream, I went ahead and played a little more Darkest Dungeon. We're going to do that today. Alright, I just got to make sure nothing else is playing behind me. Cool.
Decadence and luxury.
What? Fattened by
And
decadence
yet
and
I
luxury.
began to tire
This guy's
of
voice is fine.
conventional-
Okay. We're going to just play a little bit of Darkest Dungeon for a sec. We'll probably play like one mission or so, and then I will see you guys later. This Saturday, I probably will not be streaming, so it's going to be either Jack or Ray. Jerry's still out. There's a possibility, but... All right, and then don't forget, this Friday, so 2 days from now, Jack is going to be streaming the same time, 2 p.m. PST. So, you guys see the screen? We got this. Let's go to Barry would be proud. Woo! Heroes can be renamed and recolored in the character panel. Let's do that as well. I need to make sure all of my guys are looking spiffy. Those of you that stayed and watched the 3-day high stream, thank you. And if you're watching this on VOD later, the lesson's over, so you can go, I don't know, do whatever you were going to do. Go use your job as an air traffic controller. I don't know what you do. But let's go ahead and get into the gaming mood, just for fun. Since you're probably on YouTube watching this VOD, hi. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Hope you are following our Twitch, because that's where most of our content is coming out. And then we are working as a band. We're in the process of creating new songs for you guys. I also just broke the other pick that I was using just with my hands. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible pick. I need to go get some more picks.
Not with the cost of this
Okay.
crusade.
Well, bye.
Its noble end affords you broad
Freaking
tolerance
weak
in your
picks.
choice of means.
Okay. So what do we got? We've got Reynald is... he's being treated right now for one of his things. He's got so many bad traits. Oh, he's got a disease. That's what's up. So, yeah. We've got a bunch of people. We've got like 3,000 gold. So we've got... really, we're ready to start adventuring again. This is DLC. What are our quests right now? We have to defeat the Sonorous Prophet, wherever he is. So we're probably done with the ruins, because last time we defeated the Apprentice Necromancer who was in the ruins. And we had a pretty sick party. Excuse me for the next expedition. Bossard is ready to go, dude. All right, we'll put you in front. Who's ready to go? I think Clarinel is, what is he? He's level 0. So I haven't used him yet. So let's keep him. Let's put him in. Darcy. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that are out right now. So Dismas is probably a good bet to put in. He's not got anything insane right now. Why 3 bedpan? Okay, and then Pickery is probably another good guy to put in because he has a heal. Does this guy have a heal? He does have a heal. So we can put 2 nice old healers in our party, and they also inflict blight. So it's very good to have them. This guy inflicts blight, and it does a little bit of damage. And then it also makes them have less blight resistance. So. And he can make the entire group, I believe, have... buff target. Okay, so yeah, he makes somebody have extra dodge. This is a perfect setup. Heck yeah. And then what is the deal with this? Fortifying vapors. Yeah, bleed resist, blight resist. I love it. Blight will probably come into play if we're going into the Warrens. Let's see what the prizes are if we go to the different ones. Because I don't really care. Oh, yeah, this guy's not. I fear this task is beyond me. That's fair. That's fair. Apprentice level 1. Okay. We have to explore 90% of rooms in either one. This is a Crusader thing. I think our Crusader... yeah, he already has stuff, so I don't need Crusader things. This is minus 20% chance party surprised, but minus 1 speed. Is this where? I guess this is just for everybody. Interesting. So whoever... this guy's like 5 speed. I'm looking at their trap now. 7 speed. 7... yeah, so that, like, they're pretty much all... they've got, like, normal speed. Nobody has, like, insane speed. All right. I say let's... just because that book interests me. Let's go ahead and do... Or the wield. I'm sorry. I really hope... Wait. Let me check something. Dipsomania. None of these are wield... Oh, frick, he's a wield phobe. Oh. Dud hitter. Okay, if he's low health, it's craving for alcohol. So, that actually sways it. Let's go into the Warrens. Since our frickin' Plague Doctor is annoying. We do have... Blight resist. Oh, this cures Blight and Bleed. We don't need to keep Anti-Venom. We'll just take it in case we need to cleanse some things. Yeah, we'll take plenty. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then take a little holy water. Take some food. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4. So 16. So we got 4 each. A little bit of medicinal herbs. A little bit of bandages. Cool. We already got a skeleton key. Let's do it. Yeah, come prepared to deal with sickness. Damn right. All right, let's do it. El Warrens. Los Warrens, I guess. El Warren. Singular versus plural. Whatever. Come on. Load, 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 load. Can do it. I need to upgrade my CP. That's what's been really tripping me up. Okay.
To prosecute our war against the swine.
Scouting.
First
I love it.
their squalid homes.
Oh, perfect. Let's do it. And then who has it? Wait, who has the best trap? 20%? 60%. So, yeah. Dismiss by 4. Disarmed. Get him. I love it. I love this guy. Look at this guy. Unburned torch. I'll take that, bruh. Okay. And then this room should have nothing. Let's go to... Oh, yeah. How do we want to do this? I'm going to loop around... Yeah, I'm going to do like a U shape. Battle time. Get ready. They're surprised. Gotcha. All right. These guys have a bunch of stun resist, but they don't have as much blight resist. The guys in the back. They're going to be a little harder to hit. Yes. Die. Oh, this guy gets extra blight resist for doing this. Woo! Oof. Rake. Oh, come on. Brood. Rape shot. Not even a contest. Oh, this guy's dead. Oh, it affects all of them. I love it. And that was the guy I would have gotten it on anyway. I would have wanted it to be him. Oh, I hate you.
Reeling, about to break.
Get him. Oh, so close to dead. Dodge. Get wrecked. My guy's murdered your guy. Oh, he's gonna get stunned. Wait, no. No, he didn't. Oh, I'm so proud of him. Okay. Let's kill this guy. I think he needs it. Who should I get? That guy's gonna die on his turn. Grape shot. Oh! Ah, I knew it. Rake. Yes! We win.
Give them no quarter.
We win! Die! Die already, you heathen. Heal himself. Yeah, he needs it. Boom!
By inches.
We found a minor antique. Oh, take it. I'll take it, bruh. Okay, and then we got a curio. Ooh. Moonshine barrel. All right, what can we put in here? I'm going to guess anti-venom and then holy water. Or anti-venom, then medicinal herbs and holy water. Ugh. Oh, is it not anti-venom? Okay. Well. What did he get? Oh, wow. Extra damage. I'll take it, bruh. Oh, of course it's a curio. Okay, we need to put holy water on it. Good thing I didn't waste the holy water. Ugh. Jerk. I'm so mad. What are these guys? Put blight on him. Yes. All right. Dodge. I get wrecked. All right, we're changing. All right. Let's see. Who do I want to... I'm trying to see who is the best to do on. This will knock them back and give them less dodge and speed. Guy's 0 dodge anyway. I'm just going to rage at him. Oh, that was so nice. Tons of it. This puts Blight. Ooh. Yeah, nobody needs dodge right now. Debuff target. Who has an annoying amount of Blight resist? This guy. Yes, he got debuffed. He got 40 Blight resist. Woo! Aw. I love all the dodging going on. It's kind of nice. Look at that. So proud of them. Alright, this is a stun and a shuffle. Stun this guy. Dang it. So rude. Break. Worth it, I think. Don't you dare! Gosh, all that dodging. Come on, dude. How many times are you gonna miss? I swear. Whoa!
To body and brain.
Not cool. Mark me, and then you get more dodge and protections. I'm not gonna deal with that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna heal this guy just a little bit. Oh, just once. Thank you.
Continue the onslaught.
Jesus.
Destroy them all.
Get him. The last guy to take out beat it.
Slowly, gently.
His turn. It's
This
his.
is how a life is taken.
Ow. Okay. Shuffle. Yes. Get stunned. Yeah, let's heal. Let's heal everybody. Well, this guy. So they're about even. All right. We're gonna go back. Sweet. Stealth. Oh, I love it. Get the crit heal, bruh. And open his veins, dude. Oh, he resisted speed. So rude. We'll do a little more heal on this guy. We have one more turn. I think. Yes, he gets a turn. Why is he? Oh, because there's nobody. Oh, that makes sense. That's sad. Okay. Come on. Yes, he gets his turn before. Get him.
Their formation is broken.
Oh, these are such nice rewards. Oh, I'll take it. Who needs it? I think this guy needs whatever this is. Oh wait, no, this gets rid of a trait, right? Yeah, the Plague Doctor needs it. Woo. Tippler quirk removed. I love it. I could have used the Fear of Beasts being removed a little more. I would have liked that, but oh well. Oh, let's feed our boys. 2. And then this guy can heal 1. How are you guys hungry? I literally just fed you. Dumb. What is that? None of these. Really? None of these? Try medicinal herbs. Okay, medicinal herbs are like king in the Warrens. Yes. Everybody's at full health. You get full health, and you get full health. Everybody gets full health. All right, we're down here. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Of course it's great. Of course it is. Do it. Oh, yay, they're surprised. I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll change. All right. All right, fine. Don't like it. I'm doing it. Grape shot. Grape shot. I love that attack. It's fun. They have extra crit? Perfect. Okay, on this guy. I feel like it. Dang it! Look at these guys. They're blight resistance. There's no point. However, I will give dodge. I think this guy needs extra dodge. Oh, wait, they all get it.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Didn't matter. Come on. Ugh. I have to cure your blight. Come on! I literally gave you guys all dodge chance. Okay. I want that guy dead. You in particular. Screw you in particular. Hurrah! I love it. Take it. And then this guy has to take the last anti-venom.
Pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay. What's in this room? Show me this room. Oh, nothing. I'll take it. Move back. Give me more torch. Hello. There we go.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
All right, Curio, what you got? I haven't tried. Ugh. Oh, of course. I totally knew there was a trap
Watch
there.
your step.
Why am I dumb? Bro, are you kidding me? Okay. What is your disease, by the way? Oh, less max HP. I hate it. Bad thing. Well, I know that's medicinal herbs, and I ain't got anything to do. What we got? Treasure. Of course I'm gonna go for the treasure. Yoken? Yes, miss? Thank you. You it. Okay, we're fine. Curio. Nothing. Yeah. Ugh. Come on. Anidophobia. Ugh. Hate it. Alright, let's just do this last battle. Yes, they're surprised. I'll take it. Oh, if I switch him, he's probably gonna... Alright, what are these guys blight resistant? A little more than I'd like. Alright, cool. Still got him. Yes, great shot. Never fail me. It always failed. Alright, well, I think this is gonna stress out my boy. Ugh. Oh.
Self-preservation is
All right, we're almost done. He's gonna snap out of it sooner or later. Dodge, everybody dodge. I need you all to dodge. Come on. Your dodge is 18, dude. How did that hit you?
grievous injury.
That hit you.
Fear.
I'm so disappointed right now. There we go. There, it's working. Oh, come on. I hate when they get their turns all in a row. Come on! How many times am I gonna get the bad one?
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Rorg. Rage.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Rude. Okay, what's this guy's next versus this guy? This guy dies of blight, yeah? Yeah. Come on. Dismiss, you're better than this. And I shall be judged by those who died under my knife. Hopeless. Hopeless, man. Oh, wait, he actually hurt himself. That's terrible. Okay. Stun resists 10. He's dead. This guy I want to have stunned. Perfect.
The
Yes.
slow death. Unforeseen.
Okay.
Unforgiving.
Heal you. Clear your bleed. That should have... Wait. Oh, it just increased. Bleed? Please? Yes. He bleed. Oh my god. Ugh. Idiot. Just being an idiot. Last guy. Stop stressing my dudes out. Haha. Dismas is the only one keeping his cool. So rude. I don't need to heal. I need to do something to make sure that he dies. Oh, and it put blight on him. I love it. Rage. That's a perfect one. Woo.
A trifling victory.
New venturing.
But a victory
Best with your
nonetheless.
family sigil. Might as well take this. Yes. Oh my god. We're going to make so much money, dude. It's so much money.
Twisting tunnels seem a little less impossible.
Yeah, so look at all that gold. Look at all that. Not a lot of gold. Okay, now it's going to be a lot of gold now. Love it. And I got some deeds too. I'll take it. Bro. 9,700 something. All right, well, some of my guys got diseases. Don't like it. Obsessed with more speed on the first round. I'll take it. Quick draw. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I really don't care. Vampiric spirits. Oh, okay, that's the disease he got. Dark temptation and hard noggin. Unresist. Take it. Tuckered out. Ugh. They should be good once we... I almost said desanitize them. Once we make them sane again.
Death and demise.
Oh, bar is free. Oh, sweet.
Celebration.
Mardi Gras. Woo! Okay. Well then, first off... Okay, Fear of Beasts. Spot. Oh. There's plenty of things, but first thing to do. Also, of course, he's taking up the bar when it's asshole. Dip some alcohol. Too bad. There we go. Okay. Those guys are good. And then Bossard needs some. Yep. Now let's do Penance Hall. I feel like he needs it. I don't know why. I just feel like it. Lighten. Oh, meditate for stress relief. You know what? I want Alice in the next fight anyways. Oh. Pull back. Horn rotator. Less melee. Too bad. Ray. Okay, so we've got some good options for the next one. Digby, I do want to have get treated for his... And Dismas as well. Those are going to be good things to have cured. All right. I think we've done a pretty good job so far. We made it to 4 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Next time that I play this game will probably be on a Saturday. So not this coming Saturday, but the one after that is probably when I'm going to play this again. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be doing another lesson. We've got very few songs left. I think we only have Untitled 1 and I'm Blue left for the guitar lessons. Those are probably the two I consider the two hardest and the ones I'm most proud of. So, if you guys are ready for it, we're going to do those 2 songs, and then we'll end off that series of me teaching you This Is Temporary songs. Once we put out new songs, I'll do a new updated lesson. But, yeah, and then Wednesdays, I'll probably go back to streaming video games. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hope you're having a great day. And I will see you Friday for Jack's stream, and Saturday for whoever's streaming then, Monday for Ray's, and next Wednesday for my designated guitar stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and I hope you have a good day.
And now I see that the light won't help me stop it bleed. blue.